Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Julius Reiter. I'm a professor of bank and IT law at the FOM, a business school in Germany. As well, I'm managing partner in the law firm Baum, Reiter and Colleagues in Düsseldorf with 65 employees. We have a long-lasting experience in bank law and consumer protection cases, as we have been helping a lot of bank customers to get rid of junk investments and overpriced real estate financing in Germany. For this reason, I'm very pleased to inform you about the European Directive to protect the consumer in respect of contracts negotiated away from business premises and about its implementation in Irish law. In Ireland, thousands of consumers are suffering from a failing national jurisdiction refusing to secure the European consumer protection law. The experiences you share with us today remind me strongly of the real estate scandals we experienced in Germany. In Germany, hundreds of thousands of consumers felt let down by the government and the judiciary. But I want to raise some hope. Although we were not able to fully change jurisdiction and politics for the purpose of a fair consumer protection, we were indeed able to help a vast amount of people. We were able to find economically bearable solutions within the negotiations with the creditors. Our most important conclusion from our years of disputes is that consumers must defend themselves. They must come together, as you did in October in Dublin, to exchange knowledge and experience. In terms of legal actions, this means filing of suits in order to create jurisdictional uncertainty, which will open space for negotiations, and regarding the legal opportunities, chances and risks, my colleagues will go into more detail. I'm glad to announce my dear colleagues, Mr. Metner and Mr. Tiffel, who will inform you in more detail about government liability under EU law. In addition to the legal actions, we recommend political and public initiatives. Here, the injured should join forces. We have already successfully practiced this with appropriate initiatives and groups of injured parties in the past. In Germany, we were able to sensitize politicians and to make clear to them that they represent all the people and not only the financial industry's interests. For example, with the help of interested members of parliament, we initiated consultations in the parliaments, and I'm certain that you will be able to arrange such public hearings in Ireland as well. Consumers must take the done injustice into the public sphere and stimulate a public discussion. Consumers also must find allies in consumer protection associations, politicians, and other political heavyweights. One way to do so is by initiating petitions either on the national level or on the European one. Another option is the involvement of European consumer protection associations, which could yield new legal and political approaches on the European level. In addition to that, the wronged party might benefit from the experience and network of these associations. I also want to emphasize the public reach of grassroots movements within social media, which can help raise attention to your experiences. A last resort could be seen in the infringement proceedings by the European Commission. Although this might not lead to immediate legal consequences for the aggrieved party, it can build up a high public pressure on the government to correct the current legislation. I have to admit that initiating infringement proceedings is neither the easiest nor the most obvious approach. It should instead be rather treated as a last resort. What you have to keep in mind is that if you win the public, whistleblowers in the financial industry will come out and support your experience that parts of the financial sector deceived vast amount of consumers on purpose. Public pressure can moreover ensure that loopholes are closed in order to ensure consumer protection. In the end, it's necessary that the injured join forces and organize themselves. This event from the beginning of October in Dublin was a great start in this sense. The reason for this approach is fairly simple. If a borrower doesn't pay, he will get into trouble. By contrast, if thousands of borrowers don't pay, the bank has a serious problem and gets into trouble. That is the leverage you have and you must make use of. I therefore want to encourage you to join forces, to find allies in the media and in politics, to fight for your rights and not to give up. Never give up.